Hello and welcome to this episode of Cosmic Crow Tarot. As many of you know, I'm not shy about telling this, and this is definitely true. I am a huge fan of Patrick Valencia's work and the Deviant Moon Tarot. Like you can see this box up here. This is the Deviant Moon Tarot Borderless Edition. I've got the Xammer Twins Oracle right here. I've got the little guidebook that is supposed to come with the Xammer Twins Oracle when he made like the second edition of it. Here's Mildred Payne's Secret Pocket Oracle. I'm sorry, it's kind of like dark in here, but like you can see, I've got this like little nook in my desk, and you've got all this. I've got this cool little mint thing right here too. That's a Ouija board. I made it into like a little like scrying board inside, but it kind of fell apart, so I'm not going to open that for you. This is my Sneaky Pete Sodalite little crystal there, and I've got this box right here, this bag that's got the bag in it, the black or the black and blue kind of x-ray edition of the Secret Pocket Oracle as well. And you can see here I have the midnight edition of the Oracle of Dark Enchantment, Royal Mischief cards. I've got the deck right here, the Oracle deck, the Abandoned Oracle, the purple and the pink of the Triumphi Della Luna, and then the Aquedoxical and the illustrated of the illustrated ones, and the Deviant Moon Tarot Paradoxical right edition right here. So you can see there I have quite the collection of Deviant Moon decks and stuff like that, because Patrick Valencia is my all-time favorite artist. I love his work. I love everything about it. You can kind of see up here, if you look really closely, that box has been worn to, you know, all messed up and everything. The deck inside, still gorgeous. You've probably seen videos and stuff of that, like on my page and everything and on my channel, because I'm a huge fan of this. But if you really know Patrick Valencia's work and you really see all this, you know I'm kind of missing one. I've got the Paradoxical right here. I've got the Deviant Moon Tarot right there, but I'm missing that border edition. Now, when I first started reading the cards and I first saw that Deviant Moon Tarot, it was the second deck I added to my collection because I'd never seen it before. And someone on Instagram, when I made my page for the first time, she was sharing this deck, and I was like, where did you get this at? This is the coolest deck ever. And that's how I came upon this deck. But at the time, I wasn't really into the borders on the decks, and I really wanted something that took up the whole page, which is why I went with the borderless edition, and I didn't get the bordered. Now, if you watch this, if you read the title of this video and everything, you know this isn't necessarily about all the Deviant Moon Tarots, but it does lead me to the deck that I'm talking about and the awesome thing I found at Barnes & Noble last week. And here it is, the original bordered edition of the Deviant Moon Tarot, created by Patrick Valencia. When he was only like 9 years old, he started creating these characters and everything like the one we see here, and it's like nothing else. I mean, I have tons of tarot decks. I have tons of amazing artwork with me. I have tons of amazing decks in my collection to get your readings with, but there's something special about the Deviant Moon Tarot that just makes it sit above all the rest, in my opinion, in my heart, and I just love it so much. So when I was at Barnes & Noble, I think it was like last Monday or something like that, we were on a trip with my sister-in-law, my husband and I were, and we were going Christmas shopping and everything, and she asked if we could go there. Now, personally, I wasn't going to say anything because it wasn't my trip, but when she said, hey, do you think we could go there? I was like, yes, please, let's go there. Because I mean, that's the one of the very few places around here. I live in West Virginia, and there's one of the very few places that actually carries tarot decks. It's bookstores and stuff. We don't have these, like, a bunch of these metaphysical shops that have these decks and everything. So when it came to, like, being able to go there, I immediately ran in the store, ran to the tarot deck section and started looking around, because it's like, well, now I have all these decks in front of me. Which one am I going to get? Yeah, if I go up there, I'm going to end up getting a deck. I know I shouldn't. I have enough, but when you go in there, it's like a kid in a candy store kind of thing, and you have to buy one. And this one was sitting right on the shelf. It was the only one, and there was no other one like it. It was by itself. Now, I don't know if you can kind of tell this on the bottom there. You can see the bottom there. Deviant Moon Tarot, 2008 and 2018 U.S. Game Systems Incorporated. 2018 was almost 6 years ago. This deck was produced in 2018 after the original one in 2008. There should be no reason that this deck was sitting on the shelf at Barnes & Noble. Now, you can tell here, like, there's a little bit of a dent in the box. And then the box is it's in much better condition than my borderless edition. But for some reason, you can just tell that maybe this deck wasn't supposed to be on that shelf. Maybe it was just meant to be because I was thinking about getting it, but I didn't want to get it online because there's so many scammers out there, so many people pretending to be Patrick Valencia and creating these decks that you don't know what's real and what's not. But this beauty sitting there, it just called to me. I had to get it. So I had my husband go up to the cashier at the register, and I had him talk to her, you know, because it doesn't really have a price on it. It's got the price that I think that it was like originally made for and stuff. And he took it up to the counter and he told her about it. He's like, can we get a discount on it? It's kind of dented and everything like that. And she said, let's see what I can do for you. And she went to scan it into their computer to get the price, and it wouldn't come up. There was no price in the computer for this. So I don't know exactly how she did it, but we got like 20% off of it. And this awesome deck went home with me. And I'm so excited because I have the original Deviant Moon Tarot bordered edition. Now we're going to open the box. We obviously, if you've watched my videos before, I've shared the deck and I've shared the Deviant Moon before. So you've seen the illustrations in it there. You can see the moon card right there, them dancing, the lunacy, the fun, the enjoyment. And what's really cool is it comes with this as well. And it's the Deviant Moon Tarot spread. So you've got that right there. I'm not going to unfold it because I don't have that much room, but there you've got it's a Celtic cross, it looks like, because you have the final outcome over here, the spiritual forces, influence of others, supporting environment. Then if we flip it over, we have events yet to come, and we've got Inquirer, present day over here, and then there's some more, because it takes up a lot of room. So I can't really do this on video. But there you can see those eyes. That's very much Patrick Valencia's moon. And you've got down here, you've got the subconscious influences, the secret desires and wishes, and the focus over here. So this is definitely something I'm going to do. I'm going to check out, and I'm going to do a spread for that. I might put it on my blog. I haven't decided yet. But what I thought would be really cool with this video is to let this deck talk to us. Let it share what it wants to share with us. Instead of going through all the cards and like, hey, this is the moon, this is the magician, and all that, we're going to share the cards and see what the cards want to share with us, because this is the first reading I've ever done with this deck. I did go through it since it very much looked like it was used, and the cashier told my husband that she thinks someone has come into the store, set that one on the shelf, and then walked out with a different one. But his security is really high, and they've got like the things that go off when you go through them. I don't know if that's the case, or they just happen to find this laying in the back in like where they keep everything, and they're like, oh well, I haven't sold this yet, so I should just put it on the shelf. But that still doesn't explain why it wasn't in the computer. Either way, this deck is mine now. It's my collection, and if it calls to you, it is yours to get a reading with. I'm really excited to see what it wants to share with us. You can see there, even the backs have the borders around them. And what I like about the borders, now that I'm becoming more and more connected with the tarot, more and more comfortable with it, I like the borders on them because it looks like you're looking into a picture. It has a frame, so you're kind of like going into the story, whereas the borderless editions, yeah, they're awesome. They don't have any borders and you go right into it. It's more realistic, and I like the story aspect of the borders. At least, maybe it's just my obsession with the Deviant Moon Tarot and Patrick Valencia that makes me feel this way about it. But either way, just an awesome deck, and I am so thrilled to share it with you and have it in my collection. As you can see, we have the little couple 2 cards that have information about them. The Deviant Moon Tarot book. I have this in my collection as well. It doesn't fit on that shelf, so it stays in the bookcase, or it stays, I think it's in a drawer because I didn't have room for it. So it's nice and safe, and it's one of the coolest books about a tarot deck you will ever get. It's the inspiration behind how he achieved these goals, what the pictures and everything he took and he melded into the tarot. So it's a really cool book to add to your collection if you have an obsession with Deviant Moon Tarot like I do. And then you've got this card right here that talks about Patrick Valencia, where he was born and raised, how he developed as an artist in his childhood, the creative influences, and where he earned his MA and bachelor's and everything like that. So it's like his biography. So this is very much like a book. It has that author's information, where he resides, his family and all that, the book that's about him as well. Definitely recommend that. That might be another video sometime. I might share that book, but it's really cool that they added this stuff. It's just extras. It's kind of this is the sleeve in the book where you share about the author, and then that's the little you can buy this too if you want thing. And then of course we have the coveted little white book with it as well. This is short, sweet information about every single one of the cards. Again, the guidebook that I was just talking about, that has way much more information in it, but this is a nice little thing to keep with it. I ended up taking it out of the bordered edition, or the borderless edition, and I don't know what I did with it. It's probably in a drawer somewhere too, but that's beside the point. By this time I know this deck by heart, so I love reading with it, and it's just so open and free. And you can see there, right there is the Fool on the beginning, and what I'm going to do is my way of shuffling, so you can see all the cards as we do it, and at the same time shuffle it so that we can really get into it and see what the cards want to share with us, because again, this is the first time we are connecting with this deck, this first time I'm taking it out of the box so I could share it with you. So we've got the Fool right there, like I said. I'm going to set the Fool here, and then follow the Magician here, and then the High Priestess. And then we're going to set more cards on top as we go. And this is how I like to shuffle, because there is no way you're going to mess up the deck. There's no way you're going to bend the cards. And it really gives you time to think, to meditate, to kind of connect with the cards, because you're looking at the illustrations as you go. You can see there we're already to the Star, the Moon, the Sun, Judgment, and the World. That's exactly how the major arcana is. And I love, like I said, how those picture frames are almost, that you're looking into the world of the Deviant Moon universe. We have the sword suit there. There's all the court cards down into the sword suit. Love that illustration of the 6 of Swords, 5 of Swords, 4, 3, 2, Ace. Yeah, I can do this a lot more neatly, I think, but you know, you're not really into being neat when you're really thinking. And as I do this, this is how I do my daily readings. This is how I shuffle the deck. I do it upside down, so it's like that more. But as I want you to see the illustrations and everything, like, you know, just enjoy them. Come on, that's just so cool. You can see them all right here as I do it. But what I like to do in the morning, so like my morning ritual, as I call it, is I take the deck, and it's as always, I want to thank you for giving me a voice. I would not have a voice without you. So for that, I thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. So there's power in the words of gratitude, and there's powers in the number 3. So that's why I do it literally 9 times. I say thank you 9 times. So that's 3 versions of 3. It's 3 energies of gratitude. So it's really thanking the universe, God, spirit, your higher self, guides, however you choose to see it. It's thanking the universe for giving us that voice, to giving us that information to speak with us. So there we have the whole deck nice and shuffled in my weird way of shuffling. And then I'm going to take the cards, and we've got them all cut already. You know how you put them in piles of 3 and then you cut them? We've done that. So we can do this very easily. And then just for good measure, because, you know, you can't really trust that entirely, and, you know, still kind of connecting with it. And there's something so magical about holding this deck and doing this. Like, I don't know if that's coming through in the video. Just my joy and my excitement about having this deck. Yes, yes, yes. Deviant Moon, I love it. Patrick Valencia, I love you. You're the most amazing creative talent and artist I've ever seen, because it's like real, but it's not. It's fantastic, and it's weird, and it's just everything to me. Okay, now we have it, and I'm just gonna pull 3 cards from it, and it'll be whatever it wants to share with us, you know, its message for us. There are interview spreads and everything out like that, but I just like giving the cards the freedom to speak whatever they want to speak, to share their inspirational messages, whatever it is they want to share. So I've chosen 3 cards there. That guy's like, hey, I want to share too, so we're just going to take him and put him down there too. Turn them over. Aha, and there's the Ace of Wands on the bottom of the deck. So here is a free 5-card reading, I guess, that you know, might give you inspiration, empowerment. I don't know yet, because we haven't seen the illustrations except for that Ace of Wands in the beginning of the Suit of Passion. Okay, we're going to start up here with this card. I'm going to pull them all down so we can see the backs and enjoy those beautiful backs, because even the backgrounds of the Deviant Moon Tarot are incredibly beautiful. So right here, we have this card that's going to begin it. Maybe present situation, maybe energy surrounding us. I don't know. I just decided to pull 3 cards. Another card decided to talk to us, and there's the bottom of the deck. So this is the most random generalized reading you might see on YouTube, because I didn't really have anything in mind. But there we go. It's the 6 of Swords. What stress are you holding on to? What things are controlling your mind and making you think you can't do something, making you think you can't go forward? What is holding you back from trusting your mind? We had this bottom of the deck energy with the Ace of Wands over here, and the fire and passion in the beginnings. So the 6 of Swords asks, what in your past is holding you back, that you don't feel like you can follow those passions to where they lead you? You don't think you can birth new ideas into creation. If there's something holding you back, something in your mind causing you to feel doubt, anxiety, pain, stress, causing you to just not believe in yourself, then it's time to get those thoughts out of your head and move on to happier, more peaceful times. This is one of, I think I even said it as I was shuffling the deck, this is one of my favorite illustrations of the 6 of Swords, because over here you can see everything is on fire. You know, you've burned that bridge, you found that stress, things have been stressing you out for a while, but over here is fresh with opportunity. You're going over that ocean of emotion. You're using your own mind to get there, and you're finding that time of peace and harmony. 6 relates to the lovers of the major arcana and self-reflection, so it says take the time to learn from that past, love who you are in the present, and trust your mind to lead you to better times. If you want to begin something, if you want to be something better, if you want to create a life that you're passionate about, then you have to free yourself in that prison of your mind. Learn from those experiences that are causing you to feel stressed out, and know that your mind, you're in control and you're in the driver's seat to drive yourself to where you want to be, because you've learned from those experiences once you've left the stress behind. The future is what you choose to create. This says you can move yourself on to better, more peaceful times. The stress of the past is behind you. So that is the present energy where we are right now, that we are in that driver's seat. We can love ourselves enough to trust our minds to move on to happier, more peaceful times. Next up, this middle card, we have, the devil. This is fun. Devil, right here, right now, this is the energy surrounding us as you're watching this video. The sun has just moved into Capricorn. Capricorn is the zodiac sign astrologically connected to the devil. So the devil, while it is a card of vices and addictions, now if we're still holding on to the pain of our past, then those vices and addictions are the things that are going to be holding us back. The reasons we can't move forward, the reasons that we still hold on to that pain. Drinking our sorrows away, smoking our sorrows away, following the distractions, playing the video games, watching the television shows, losing ourselves into the entertainment and everything of others, and not focusing on what we want to achieve. Like, look how he's looking back at the card right here. He's saying, I'm still holding on to that. I'm not able to leave that past behind. It's still hurting me. I'm still letting that inner devil hold me prisoner and hold me back. But this background right here, and this like little earth here, is very similar to that small one we can see in the illustration right here, and you can see it's got little explosions there ready to blow. So it kind of asks us, if we were to let go of that past, if we were able to free ourselves from that prison of our mind and really take control of our lives, make the lives what we want to live, we're able to do that, we're able to turn around and look towards the future and create something better, then we can make this platform, make this life of ours something we truly want to create. Now, like I said, the devil is not a positive card. People see it and they're like, oh crap, I don't want to face this. I don't want you to call me out on this. But we're all guilty of this. We're all so guilty of giving into vices and addictions that hold us prisoner in our lives and make us feel like we're not that creativity, creation itself. There is the silver lining of the devil. Take the word devil itself, spin it around backwards, and what do we have but the word lived? So that's where it connects with the energy of Capricorn. Capricorn is one of, if not the most creative signs of the zodiac. So once we're able to free ourselves from our vices and addictions, embrace those inner devils, then we can start creating the lives we truly want to live. So embracing the creative energy of Capricorn season, of putting in that hard work and effort to leave the vices and addictions behind, and making this life, making this platform, making this world what we want it to be. We can embrace those inner devils. We can make our lives better. We can make our lives creative. We can create the lives that we truly love and enjoy when we love everything about ourselves and learn from the past. Yes, I'm saying that learn from the past because that 5 and 1, or the V and I up here, that's 6. The X and the V, 1 and 5, that makes 6 too. So it's learn from those experiences, learn from those past, so that we can love who we are and create a better future for ourselves. So this could be the future position. It could be the right now. This is just what this deck wants to tell us. And that's what I'm focused on here. It says leave the stress of the past behind. Let it go. Stop giving into those vices and addictions that you're holding on to, and create a life that makes you not feel that you need that all the time. So now we're going to flip over this card. I might be leaning towards the advice. I love how this is just kind of flowing. We got the 6 there, 6 there. That'd be really interesting if this is a 6 too, but it might not be. But it has that self-reflection. Learn from those experiences, learn from those things that stress our minds out, so that we can embrace our inner devils, love who we are in the present. Lovers, the energy of 6 connecting to the devil as well. Love ourselves enough to let go of those vices and addictions and create a better future for ourselves. Moving to this card, the 2 of Swords. We have the 6 of Swords and the 2 of Swords both. And I love this illustration of the 6 of Swords. No, we just talked about that. 2 of Swords. Because in the Rider-Waite-Smith illustration of this 2 of Swords, and shows a girl with a blindfold on, with her arms crossed in front of her, and she's got like swords in her hands, and she's got the ocean of emotion behind her, and she's led, like, really taking the time to look within, to learn the secrets of herself, so she can trust her mind and trust herself to make the right choices moving forward. Here, though, we have opposing energies. They're one character, but one has a black leg, one has a white leg, one head, white head, one black head, because it's that positive and negative aspects within ourselves, devil and the God within ourselves, that, we struggle with. We struggle to find that peace and that balance. But if we want to find peace and harmony in our lives, really trust our minds, then the Two of Swords and the devil say, you have to embrace that part of yourself. You have to embrace that darkness so that you can make the choices that feel right to you, so you can be the leader in your life, take control, and make your life what you want it to be. It all comes down to this too. This made choices. What lights your inner fire with that Ace of Wands over there? What makes your mind just makes logical sense to you? When you feel in control, when you take control, when you embrace both sides of yourself, what makes you want, what do you want to do moving forward? Like, what does your mind and your passion and your heart really focused and balanced? What does that help lead you to? What does that make you want to create? So this says, take the time to look within, have compassion for yourself, trust your intuition. That 2 is the number of the High Priestess, so it says trust your intuition. Your intuition and your mind kind of go hand in hand, and when your heart and mind are all connected, heart, mind, body, and soul, you become that strong foundation you need to be to create the external strong foundation that you want. So those conflicting energies within yourself, combine them, love yourself, darkness and the light, and choose to trust yourself and your mind as you decide what you want to make that future be. You are the creator of it, putting in that hard work and effort, because that's what Capricorn is all about. Capricorn is the one that is willing to put in that hard work and effort to create something beautiful. Whatever you want to create, whatever choice, you sit in that thought process, you take the time to think, and you embrace that darkness and light within. Your future is what you choose to create, and 2 is all about choices. So it says trust your mind, trust your intuition, and you can begin creating a life that you're passionate about. So that is like the little 3 card at bottom of the deck rating, trust your mind, trust yourself, move away from the stress of the past, lead yourself to a time of peace and harmony, embracing that inner devil, not giving into the vices and addictions, freeing yourself from those, and embracing the creative energy of the season, creative energy that you possess, so that you can make the choice again to trust your mind and trust yourself, so you can make your future what you want it to be. And then we have this card down here that's just like, hey, pick me too. So I really did draw this card because I feel like it had something extra to share with us. And it is the card of heartbreak and betrayal. So now we're just going to take all the cards like this, and I'm just going to talk about the heartbreak and betrayal here. This might be the stress that the 6 of Swords was talking about. This might be the thing that we're not able to let go of. This might be the reason we're giving into those vices and addictions. This might be the reason that we are struggling with our own minds, not able to feel whole and complete, and the reason that Ace of Wands is like sitting over at the bottom of the deck saying there is something you're passionate about, there is something you want to begin, but that pain of the past is still holding you back. All those swords in the heart, someone taking advantage of us, someone making us think that we can't do something, someone causing us doubt, or just hurting us, betraying us, and making us feel like we aren't good enough. Now, the 3 of Swords, I always relate, there's certain cards that just immediately start a song in my head, and this is one of the ones that, like the first ones that I ever did, or first ones that I ever found. There's a band called Bring Me the Horizon, and there's a song that they created called Mantra, and there's the first line of the chorus says, before the truth will set you free, it will piss you off. And before you find that place to be, you've got to lose the plot. Now, losing the plot, letting that stress of the past, where's that 6 of Swords? Let's get back there. Leaving behind that fire, that heartbreak, that betrayal that you experienced, and trusting your mind moving forward, that's going to help set you free. That's how you're going to lose that plot of the past and create a new plot moving forward. Creation, creativity itself. There is that 3, the number of the Empress, the number of creativity and creation itself. That pain of your past, that pain, that stress, everything that you've experienced, the thing that makes you want to give up, the thing that makes you like give into the vices and addictions, the thing that makes you like not trust yourself and feel conflicted in self, the light and the dark, doubting yourself because you don't love everything about yourself. What can you create with it? That's what the 3 of Swords to me is. Taking the pain of your past and learning from it so that you can create a better future for yourself. Yes, we've all experienced heartbreak and pain in the past. We've experienced reasons that we just want to give up, that we want to stay in that sadness, that we want to give in to the vices and addictions and the distractions of television and everything because we think we aren't good enough, or we think that the pain of the past, we can't get anything better from it. But if we take control, we really trust ourselves and we believe that we can create a better future, trusting our minds, taking those swords out of our back, those swords out of our hearts, and making something with them, we're going to have something better than we ever had before. It's up to you. It's your mind. You are the one in control. Don't let those tears of the past keep you prisoner in your life. Come to love who you are. Know that the future is exactly what you want to create. You've got this. You've got everything that you need to succeed. Learn from those experiences of your past, learn from those heartbreaks, learn from those betrayals, and create a better future, one that you love, one that you're passionate about, and one that just makes logical sense to you because you've taken those experiences and you've made something with them. So much beautiful art out there in the world came from a place of pain. I have one of the most beautiful necklaces in the world because someone was sad when they made it and they made those tears of joy go into something. Stories and everything, someone that writes a book, those books come from inspiration that they might have had a painful experience. There's paintings out there, illustrations and everything. I don't know if Patrick Valencia had a painful experience when he was a kid that helped him create this, but there's so many things out there, paintings, books, stories, songs, poems, everything. There's something creative that can come from a place of pain. So learn from that pain, learn from your experiences, and free yourself from that prison of your mind, those vices and addictions, so you can create a better future than you ever had before, one that you truly love and enjoy. You are the creator of your destiny. You can take those, only you have the power to take those swords out of your chest, to embrace that inner devil, to find balance within, so you can trust that light and that dark to create something better that just makes logical sense, and free yourself from the pain of that past so you can find the peace and harmony that lasts, or experience the peace and harmony that remains in the future, because that future is yours to create when you trust yourself and your mind. It all begins with you. You are the creator of it. Let that passion and that fire lead you, and you can make your future exactly what you want it to be. What a beautiful, beautiful message from the Deviant Moon Tarot. The first reading we've ever done with this deck, so that is so cool. This is why I love the tarot. This is why I love the Deviant Moon Tarot, because it's weird, it's dark, it's fun, and it shares such a beautiful message. Now, as I always say in these videos, if you want a reading with this deck or any of the decks in my collection, feel free to message me or comment on this video. Message me on any of the socials or book one directly from my website. I will say, I hope you love this deck and you want a reading with this deck, because this is my favorite deck to read with. That's always an option. I do daily readings on my social media pages. You'll see this one very, very soon. I think I might switch this one up and do it for the full moon reading in Cancer coming up here next week. If you're watching this as soon as it comes out. But as always, I really want to thank you for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video. I definitely did. I think the enthusiasm came out a little bit too much though. But Deviant Moon Tarot, it's my favorite. I freaking love this deck. So that is the Deviant Moon Tarot. It's the bordered edition. It is awesome. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you again in the next one.